You better wait here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
10 minutes is a long time to be away from them.
Peace, love, and blessings is all I'm after. Beautiful women, good cushion, a whole lot of laughter. Designer linen to stay dapper, then cap it off with a fly-ass caption to go. These moments we captured. Life is a blessing, every L is a lesson. If you really believe in God, then why the F is you stressing? I'm Shaka Zulu in the FUBU. Just trying to build this ecosystem like the so-called Jews do. It's the Culture Uncut podcast, and I'm back with my brothers here.
You already know the campaign, man. No man can, the wet man can. President of Wet Lives Matter, cause if it ain't wet, then it don't even matter. Play me my theme music.
Hang out a little bit, man. Everybody that's hanging out with us, make sure y'all engage. Vibe with us a little bit. Ducking the self-hate and don't care who discriminate. I determine my fate, only the real gonna relate. It's the Culture Uncut podcast, and keep them family here. Yeah, we are back at it, man. It's the Culture Uncut podcast.
My man Casanova over there on the West Coast.
I can just tell like how you
killing
vibes. So he brought that shit. And I can just tell like how you respond. He brought it.
What's my man who made the intro?
Mr. John Casey. You know what I'm saying? That's got it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Got to be a white man name for sure.
What's up with it? It's the Culture Uncut podcast.
What's up?
Thursday evening. How everybody doing?
I'm Gucci like some. I'm Gucci, you heard? Gucci.
Okay.
Feeling good, feeling great.
Oh yeah, same thing on my end. Can't complain. Been a minute since we parted, so just got to knock off the rust, but all is well. In the nose crib. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big vibrations, man. Happy Thursday evening. We get right into our bars and get the show going, but the elections is over. We'll talk a little bit of elections. We got a lot to catch up on entertainment-wise, life-wise, see what everybody got going. Everybody that's hanging out with us on social media, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit like, subscribe, engage with us in the comments. We finna hang out a little bit. We take questions, takes, opinions, any of that. You know, rock with us a little bit. We hanging out. Let's get into our bars and then get into the show. You know, peace, love, and blessings is all I'm after. Beautiful woman, good cushion, a whole lot of laughter. Designer linen to stay dapper, then cap it off with a fly-ass caption to go with these moments we captured. Life is a blessing. Every L is a lesson. If you really believe in God, then why the F is you stressing? I'm Shaka Zulu in the FUBU. Just trying to build this ecosystem like the so-called Jews do. It's the Culture Uncut podcast, and I am kicking it with my guys. You heard?
What it do? It's your boy Djnovafresh, Mr. Always got my people with me. I stay with them. We pulled up. We showed out. We popped out, hopped out. You know what I'm talking about.
Already, man. Shout out to the people, man. It's your boy Trey Pound, the moisturizer, Mr. Get crunk with it, get loose with it. That thing super dry then, you know. Let Big Juice hit it. President of Wet Lives Matter, because if it ain't wet, it don't even matter, man. DJ, play me my theme music. Oh, yeah. Splash.
Top of the top, man. What's up with it, man? Late Thursday night evening. Like I said, everybody that's hanging out with us, we appreciate y'all. Fresh off the elections. It was official yesterday. I know they called it around, what was it, Tuesday night? But officially on Wednesday, they made the announcement that, and before we get into elections, how are y'all life-wise? We'll talk about that. How everything going in y'all life, man? Halloween is past us. We got past Halloween, trick-or-treating and all that. Now we in Turkey month, Thanksgiving, fresh early in November, first week. How y'all feeling? Is the fall falling where y'all at? How's the weather?
Man, there's fires going on, you heard me? A lot of fires. bro. It's crazy right now because it's like the Santa Ana winds. It's like 65 mile per hour winds, bro. And
Mm.
like this fire broke out, and they couldn't do nothing with it. You hear me? They couldn't do nothing. It's just like they got to wait till the wind stop. So it went from when I woke up, I was like, man, I smell something. It was about 500 acres had burned when I woke up. By the time I went to bed, it was up to 10,000. Woke up today, it's like 14,000 and counting acres burned.
Yeah, California's a natural disaster, just fiasco out there with the wildfires, man. I learned a little bit about uh California watching the Elon Musk, not Elon Musk, I'm sorry, Joe Rogan,
Hmm.
Donald Trump interview, and they was talking about there was a lake that's no longer in the middle of California that they kind of got rid
Oh,
of.
the Sultan.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
learned quite a bit about just a
So it's
reason why those fires are the way they are and whatnot. So I just thought that was interesting. It ain't as natural. I mean, it's natural now, but some things happened in the past why the fires are so rampant nowadays, man.
that
Anyway, y'all got
that
a
that.
water crisis out there.
Yeah, that's true. So with the Salton Sea, I was doing some research. Um, it was made on accident. They was building a dam, and they had a leak from the Colorado River, right? A massive leak. So over time, it eroded it, and it made this lake. But I mean, this lake. So, but the lake and the land that it's on is so salty. It's like it- it's weird, bro. It's like a weird combination of like it's just toxic. It's like a toxic lake, because you got the farmland runoff, the sea settlement from the desert, like all this stuff. So they the lake is drained because of they fixed the leak a long time ago. That's why water stopped going to it, and then they drained it because it wasn't good. You couldn't do nothing with the water because it was so toxic. Um, so now what happens is when it rains, this lake fills up, and they have basically a toxic runoff, bro, of water because of
Mm.
and mixed with the pesticides and the chemicals. It's just bad, bro.
Trump said, y'all get your ass out there and rake them leaves. That shit won't be catching on fire. That's what he said in the interview.
Yeah, that's true though. That some of that is true though, man. It is just dry vegetation all over, bro. Like, doesn't rain that much in California, but what they do also don't do is they don't capture the rainwater. That's one of the things. They let the the they call it the first shed or whatever run off into the ocean. They don't try to retain any of that water. So they have a hard time replenishing water. And then another stupid thing they did
All right,
was
bro. You gonna be Bill Nye the Science Guy on this bitch, man? What we got? We
I
got
don't know, boy. I ain't heard none of that shit he said. I was hoping we move on
man.
after the damn joke, but
That boy get
Man,
us
y'all
a
gonna let me
whole
get
Bill
this
Nye
out, man.
breakdown.
I'm trying to educate people, man. It's the fish. It's the
uh,
fish, bro.
yeah, man, old Squirtle over here falling asleep and shit. Boy,
Oh, no, I ain't mean to
Mm.
cough in the mic, man. I'm sorry. I thought I hit mute. I ain't mean to cough in the mic. Y'all, I apologize. Shout out to everybody that's hanging out with us, man. My guy Jay Stubbins in the trenches as usual. Appreciate you, my brother. Florida Main 25. We appreciate the love, man. Dope show. Spread the word. Let everybody know where to come kick it at. Coach Uncut podcast. We gonna be back doing it regularly and try to do more than one show a week. But Trey, how your weekend? How life? How everything? What's
weekend
the
was good,
vibes?
man. I'm just tired. It's just been I got 2 classes I just started, and work just
Mm,
been overwhelming with like events and just and plus business. Felt like I just got off a business trip, then jumped right into like work events, and then after that, just 2 classes. So just trying to like find some time to be able to balance everything between work, business, school, family.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's always rough, man. Life be lifing. It's a little bit of the same thing. We was together down in Miami kicking it. Shout out to Brody. He pulled up. Did the DJ thing for us, brought the vibes. But we was down in Miami kicking it for the Florida State Miami tailgate, which was a good time. Had some good dope people that dropped in, kicked it with us. And then we did a Clinton Portis interview that next day. And also that day we went down to the Dwayne Wade statue reveal. So, You know, a little bit of that's old news now, but the statue, it was just as ugly in person as it is online. You know, didn't look like him, but we had the word that he got final say so and whatever the statue did look like. But overall, sorry, excuse me, the weekend was just fire from the tailgate to the Clinton Portis interview. Can't wait to put that out. Me and bro did that solo, just me and him on the set. That's our first time doing that. We rocked out, killed it, dog. So ready to put that out to the streets. And then later on that evening, like I said, we went down to Miami to the Heat Stadium, behind the scenes, just vibing. It was a lot of people there on the outside of the gate. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talking trash about the statue, but they couldn't even get in. You know what I'm saying? We was on the other side of the gate. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It was
that shit
look
was
like
that shit.
that shit
Motherfucker
look
like
like Lawrence Fishburne on What Love Got to Do with It.
I thought he looked like that white boy from the Goonies, Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth.
Yeah,
They killed corn.
yeah, it looked crazy.
They killed.
It looked crazy.
That shit.
But yeah, that's just it, man. Life is just lifing. You know, we keeping it busy. Some more big things. Want to wrap up 2025. We're in the fourth quarter of 2024. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We're in the fourth quarter of 2024, trying to finish it up strong. Whatever goals you haven't attained or knocked out this year, you still got some time. If you already knocked out the goals from 2024, you ain't gotta wait to 25, baby. Just get busy with it and go get the new ones
Man, they
crunk
ain't
up.
gonna do that.
But
They
it
ain't gonna do
is
that.
it is fourth quarter. Speaking of goals, where you at in your fat boy journey, man? You had your little fat challenge thing going on. Where you at with that?
That fat challenge thing, bro. Look at you.
The military big
back
back
challenge.
Yeah.
I'm
the big
day
back
26 in that thing, you heard me? Day
Hey,
26 of 75.
one of the viewers said, "Man, he still ain't show us no picture in the gym."
Man, I told you I don't do that gym shit, man. Like, come record for me. I just
I'm
don't
just,
want to
I'm
be
just
that
giving you
dude.
feedback.
I
They
just don't want
hit
to
me
be
up
that
and said,
dude.
"Man, y'all was right. He still ain't give us no doggone footage of the no BTS of the gym or none of that shit."
I just don't want to be that dude in the gym that pull out a camera equipment and everybody be like, because I be judging when somebody pull it out.
They just pause. Golly.
Whoa.
I say judging, bro. Judging. You could judge,
Yeah,
bro.
judging by pulling it
Yeah,
out sounds
that's even
nuts.
worse.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Like he's like, yeah, you got to pull that out. I already know what it looked like inside the pants.
Watch out, man.
Now, see, he go overboard with it.
Watch out. You took it to another level.
I know, man. That's like his algorithm. I wonder what's on his algorithm now.
Some crazy shit.
I believe it.
Nah, but no, you should capture that, man. You still got what? How many days left you got?
Shit, I don't make me do math right now.
That boy, that's how you know he pump fake. If he was really in the trenches of that shit, he gonna know the exact date.
49 days left. You hear me?
Man, he got time to show the footage at the doggone Dodgers parade.
You damn right. Hey, it was lit, boy. That Dodgers parade, boy, it was beautiful to see all that blue and white out there.
Y'all shoot us 100 if y'all think Nova lying about this challenging, the big back challenge. If you really doing it,
I'm like, damn, boy, you can check my Apple Watch.
Man, I'm Apple
Watch. What the Apple scale say?
Going down 19 and a half pounds. I'll be down 21 in the morning.
The scale say cut the tape.
Cut the tape.
I'll be down, you hear me? That boys.
That's what's up, man.
But nah, it feel good though, man. It feel good. 26 days. Shoot, I went to Portland to go pick up the whip this weekend.
Nice.
So I'm back. Got the car. I'm out of rental cars now, bro. You know, I can't do the rental cars, bro.
They say, you see, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about some Elon stuff, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into the doc. Let's hang out a little bit. Make sure y'all check us out, man. Let me run this banner at the bottom down here. There we go. Visit teacup.com, man. teacuppodcast.com to buy our merch. We have shirts, coffee. The coffee is absolutely fire. It definitely cut off me going into these coffee shops, man. I was spending I started doing my math. I was dropping about $120 a month just on coffee. It adds up pretty quick, bro. You buy about 4 coffees a week, especially if you're going to like the Starbucks or those, even any fancy coffee shops, you're gonna spend about $8, $9, $7, $8, $9 on a coffee. You buy 4 a week, 5 a week, it adds up pretty quick. But we got our own coffee now, so I got one of them French press. Bro put me on to the French press.
That's how you do it.
No, it's
That's
never
how you
been the
do it.
same again, baby. I
That's
press
the
it right
next
at the
level right
crib.
there. That's the
Yeah.
next level
Yeah.
right there.
And then I went and got my oat milk creamer. Like,
Mhm.
bro, it's just I'm in heaven right now, dog.
Oh,
I
you
don't have
tried
to
it
go.
with the cream? I ain't tried it with the cream. I just use Manuka honey.
I just go straight. I go straight black. Bro.
Yeah, I've been hitting it off the brick, but I like to mix it up sometimes, dog. You know what I'm saying? And like I like to kill some of that darkness as well because my teeth. I gotta preserve the whiteness and the pearl whiteness on my teeth. So I be trying to give my teeth a little break. Cause I'm gonna do more than one cup. So I do the first cup, I'm gonna go all black, but that second cup, I need to like just dial it back a little bit. So I put some oat milk creamer in it, but straight the coffee's fire. Go check out all of our coffee. We all got our own blend of coffee on there. You can't go wrong with absolutely any of them. We got every roast and every blend that you could possibly dream of. Not a lot of additives, just pure, straight off the brick coffee. Fire. Get you a press and do what it do.
You know what I did though? This is what I got the Tray 60
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
whole bean. Got my own little grinder.
Oh shit.
Grind that thing up and then did the press, bro.
Mm. You like the
Bruh.
grind on it, huh?
Bruh.
Yeah, you do.
Hey,
Pull
well,
it
y'all
out and
gotta
then
take
grind.
everything. Look, boy, I was out on the back with my shirt off, boy, after that first cup. You heard me?
Yeah, I don't have my own grinder. I like that Tray Sitso. I mixed the Tray Sitso with the Hey Pumpkin.
Hold on. What DJ say?
Man,
Say
DJ
Nova.
lied. DJ just
Cap.
came from
He
Guam.
was just at the coffee shop.
with a 12 pack of donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight glaze.
That boy just got back from Guam, man. That boy, he ain't been in America.
Y'all say that's where it's at. Y'all say they got the best houses in Guam, didn't it?
Nah, he be out there with the strippers.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Nice. No, I like the Tray Sitso. If you like an espresso blend, that's one of that's some real good flavorful espresso. But I mixed that with the Hey Pumpkin because it's fall. Then I just cut it with some Manuka honey, man. It's good shit. Now, bro, got me want to try some oat creamer. I ain't
Yeah,
tried no
man.
French
Try that
creamer.
oat milk creamer. It ain't bad. I got one on. I like to get festive. I got one I got was pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh shit.
Fire. You know what I'm saying? It's that time of the year where I want to try pumpkin stuff and the apple crisp. You just get into the holiday blends that some of these coffee shops make.
That boy got a
So I
flannel
seen it
jacket
in the
over there.
store. I was in I was in Whole Foods and I'm walking by the freezer aisle and I see cream oat milk. They was advertising it big, oat milk creamer. I was like, let me try this joint.
Did you get your
Fire.
Did you get your cookies while you was in there?
I
Oh
got
yeah.
my vegan cookies. I gotta get my vegan oatmeal raisin cookies, bro.
Major Nine
I
got you, boy. Hey, boy, Major Nine stole all 3 of them cookies.
3 fingers, 3 cookies.
Watch out. Watch out. This is a family show, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. I just get into it, man. Let's talk about it a little bit, man. Make sure y'all support us, man. Go buy the coffee. And we also got some fire merch, man. Go check us out. Just it don't cost nothing to go look. And if you like something, purchase it, buy it, And also share, like, comment, all of that. It helps us climb the algorithms. Tell a friend and tell a friend. All of that, man. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us, man. We got a decent little crowd today. The elections officially over. President. I recall this, man. I remember last time when the whole the insurrection happened or whatever that was, the shenanigans. I said, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if he won again and ran, and it sounded crazy then. I was scrolling back to go back to the episode, and I just got distracted and didn't even go find the episode. I wanted to screen record it. But here we go, back at it again. Donald Trump's president. It's been a wild ride up until now. Actually, it's been pretty calm as far as the finish. I thought it would be a little bit more chaos, so we still got some time here. He's already getting busy on the things he want to do first day in. He's dropping, he's at work. Like, somebody get a job and start working before they get the job, then this is Donald Trump. That boy done got the job. And
he got his whole team already in place. He paying for his campaign, paying for the transition team. So he's like, we ain't finna walk in there and have no implants in these positions. He learned from the last. He learned from the last. I'm excited about the RFK though. I'm excited about the RFK, bro. If RFK get in there and overhaul the FDA, bro, That'd be great, man. Get the
Let's
dyes and the chemicals about the food.
yeah,
Man.
let's back up a little bit though. Um, just heading into it. I know it was they were saying it was going to be close. It just wasn't as close as I thought it would be. And as it got going, I was like, man, this probably could be a blowout. And but leading up to it, there was a lot of things that I thought were detrimental to her run, and I thought that helped him. And I think where they chose to do some of the content that they were doing, like the audience and stuff like that, and that's when it started getting a little shocking to me. Like leading up, and you watch the episodes that Trump was going on, the numbers in the analytics to me was a red flag. Like you would see him go on Joe Rogan, and they have 6 million listens the next morning. Like it was jumping up to millions of listens. Like as soon even the one he did with Elon that I had
Yeah, it
that
was like
we
10
was
million.
talking about quick, like
Yeah.
real quick. And I thought that was a real indicator of people, who are waiting for this dude to drop content. They waiting to hear whatever it may be. The long form content, people definitely are resonating to, non-conventional media
Yeah.
where it's not CNN, it's not Fox, it's a regular podcaster like Joe Rogan. I forget the other guy that they went on, Theo. What's his name?
Oh, Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, Theo Vaughn. I think they went on his show, did some long form content. People connect with that more. And I think the Republicans did a better job with trying to connect to the people on that level, on a ground level.
Because that's where it's
Um,
at. That's where it's at now. These shows, because it's not, nobody's coming in with an agenda. You're talking. So you ain't got no talking points. So you ain't stumbling up on nothing. You're having a conversation and the information's coming out in
She
the
tried.
conversation.
I thought she tried with Shannon, right? I just don't think Shannon is that type of audience that you should be having these type of conversations on. But I thought they tried. I just thought it was the wrong attempt. And they mentioned Joe Rogan. I didn't think Joe Rogan was a good platform for her. But I don't know what would have been a good platform for her to go sit down to be able to have these 3 hour long conversations.
She can't.
One of the hangups she had with Joe Rogan was she entertained it, but they wanted to do it in a certain studio, and she wanted people to be there,
And she
and it
wanted
was
only
an
an hour.
hour, right? So she just had rules set up, and I just think like people was taking that for granted, but I think it ended up hurting her in a little bit,
I
in
just
my
think
opinion.
you can tell also like Joe Rogan was kind of biased. I thought with if she would have went on his platform,
I don't,
just judging off of watching the Trump joint.
but
Uh,
that would have been good though. That would have been good to, as a politician, you got to be
By his house,
challenged, bro. I
he don't challenge though. Like
I know,
Joe
but
really just opens the floor and let you talk. So
but
I like
but
that's what I'm saying. Even
but
before the show, Joe is not a challenger where he's gonna be. He really just lets you get off like whatever your ideas are, and it's not a whole lot of. He let Trump just go, and most of his interviews are like that, where he just let people go. He kept saying that too. He's like, I don't know, I don't want to grill her. I just want to let people just
have a
speak their
conversation.
ideas and yeah,
but
find
when
out who
you're
she is
listening
as
to
a
him, it
person.
sounds like you can tell. Even Trump said, "I know, like we on the same team." Like you can tell they both was in
Nah,
agreement.
he
On
was
like,
checking Trump on some stuff. He was checking him whenever stuff came up. He was correcting him, and or he was asking for more clarification on the topic. And I think he would have did the same for her. Um, does he lean toward Trump? Absolutely, he leans
For
toward Trump.
sure.
But I think if you want to be, if you really into this politics stuff and you want to be the leader of the free world, you got to cross over into those people and get his audience
I just
and
think
face that.
I just think she was up against. She was already her back was against the wall when it comes to that because once Elon bought the app, you can tell like he used that whole app just to push Trump agenda. Like, all,
We ain't talking about Elon right
no,
now.
I'm just talking about, but them
Man,
three, like how they lined up the interviews, it was
I told y'all from the
Trump,
jump. I told y'all from the
Vance,
jump that
and
nobody was
Elon.
messing with her, bro. I told y'all. I
No,
told y'all.
I like back to the like with the Joe Rogan. I think like Obama would have did it, right? I don't think Obama would have cared about like. I mean, you're doing already when you're going to sit on Fox. You know they're absolutely against you. When she went to the Fox interview, it's no different than going to a Rogan. You just got. I think Rogan, as far as just a media guy, to me, while you can all know from his personality, you watch him a million times, you kind of could grasp who he's probably going to vote for. But the way he does content, the way he does media, I think is just wide open. He let people just talk. He'll sit there and let you talk for 30 minutes without cutting you off and just let you go. And then if it goes off the rails, oh, let's reel it back in. But he'll just let you talk. And I think it's a good format for you to just get long, broad ideas. Because there's so many like times when we're watching these politicians and they're just saying the same thing over and over at each event, because it's so short and they're trying to squeeze in. They got their talking points. They're just throwing out the same talking points every time. In a format like that, it's just wide open where you could just run, you know what I'm saying, as far as conversations and really get out your ideologies, your policies, your views on life, perspectives. Because Trump wasn't just talking policies. While he got into some policy stuff on there, you just got to see a little bit like what he was going through mentally when he first got into the White House, his perspective, or hiring people, the mistakes he made. It got into a real comfortable conversation for 3 hours. You could talk about a lot, but I just think there's a she was up against a lot, and now I'm not even gonna even. I got theories. I don't think she was put in a bad position. I think it was a stage coup. You know what I'm saying, with the whole thing. So I don't think she was put in a bad situation. I think that's the angle they chose as the Democratic party is to, once Biden got to a certain point, don't run any primaries. There's really no vote and no real process of how it usually goes down, and boom, she got to take over. But yeah, I just thought they dropped the ball with just too much celebrity stuff, man, and a lot of things they were even announcing. Just I think the war going on hurt them, the hurricanes and the response
Immigration,
from that, the immigration, all of that stuff that was
prices
going
of
on,
goods at the stores,
and
everything up.
yeah, all that was hurting that whole Democrat. It was going to take a lot for the Democrats to win because of everything that was going on, and the people, you know, they weren't connecting to the people. It was too much celebrity stuff, and people really struggling right now with a lot of different things. And I think that's what just did it in.
I think people just not like the celebrity stuff don't work no more. Democrats like people are
I mean,
past
they
that
both
now.
was breaking out celebrities. It's just a part of
Mm,
politics.
not at the rate that's trying to set agenda or get these endorsements. They counting
I
on
mean, we
these
just
celebrities
Elon's
and
like the biggest, like,
he's not a
Yeah,
celebrity. He's a
he's not a celebrity.
businessman.
He's a thought leader. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a business and people.
it's a little different.
Yeah, Elon is innovative. This dude catching rockets. This dude revolutionized the car industry with an electric car, and they laughed at him. And now look, everybody's trying to play catch up.
didn't he
Um,
have AB at the doggone rally saying "crack us" of the year or some shit? Like, yeah, AB out there. Yeah, so he brought out
but
celebrities too.
that wasn't all right. What I'm saying is they
Yeah, AB
wasn't
was wild.
featured.
Okay,
Yeah,
AB whole
Go,
speech
go.
was just shenanigans. Like, but I think like from a
they wasn't featured,
standpoint,
man. It wasn't built around them.
feature.
Like,
You
no,
brought
I'm
that nigga
saying
on
like
stage. What do you mean?
no, I'm talking about they when the Democrats did it, it was like, hey, come here for a
Brought out
Beyonce
Hogan.
concert.
Ripped the shirt
Come
off.
come here for a Beyonce concert, and then they got all these people
Yeah,
there, and then Beyonce don't even give a concert. So now these people are mad. You know,
yeah.
you're talking to people about politics, and they came there to see Beyonce. Then you brought Meg Thee Stallion out, and it overshadowed your message because all they showed was Meg twerking on stage.
You just
Yeah.
can't do that, man. For a so-called, I thought there was just a lot of mistakes. It didn't connect with black people, and a lot of black people from the gate was saying that, hey, she ain't black like that, right? And what you agree on that side of the the fence, if she black, she not black, don't matter. But I thought as a black woman, when you start bringing out the, like you said, the Meg the Stallions, the Glow Gorillas, and all of that stuff, I was a little bit offended. And I think
Yeah,
black people in general should have been offended by some of the debauchery that was going on and degeneracy for politics. We needed to connect on something lifelike. And it was just too much, regardless of what politics is. I think a real black person, right, and educated as she is, would have known that that's not the time or place for the shenanigans that was going on. The room just wasn't read well enough from that side, and I just think like a lot of things were played out where the room just wasn't read in a smart way, and it came back to bite her
But she
big
tried to.
time.
I think she tried to connect on those. That's why I think she didn't go to the Joe Rogan because she went to Earn Your Leisure and talk to them boys. She went to
but she went to the
uh,
safe place. Remember, as a
Earn
when I
Your
tell people as a
Earn Your
as a
Leisure is not a safe. Oh, I mean,
Eh,
Byron Donalds went on Earn Your Legion. I thought it was a really good interview, really good perspective from the other side.
Yeah, but she went to these people that she could feel safe with. If you're a Democrat, for one, if you're Democrats inherently they call them liberals right off the bat. Not all of them, but as a Democrat, you got to be a moderate. If you're gonna win the popular vote in the election, you have to be a moderate. You can't out progressive the progressives.
It ain't even
And
just that. Like she didn't
it's
even spend any energy even getting that off. It was more
yeah.
like just talking about Trump. I thought
Mhm.
it was another flag. Like people got tired of every time you got in front of a mic or camera, it was well, he did this, the insurrection. It was just more just about Trump. And people didn't want to hear about Trump's, lack of professionalism and lack of being a politician and having politic culture. People wanted to hear about fixing up the issues and where we're going with things. And it was just a whole lot. Whenever people asked her about a lot of questions, it always went back to Trump. And I think he did a better job of just talking about his ideas on changing the issues that we're having now. I think that was the biggest
Yeah.
problem. And I thought that was going to come back in Hunter, and it did. So it was a few more other things that I thought just it
She
just
didn't focus
it
on the
just caught me
she
off
didn't
guard. Like
focus on the policies. She had 3 months to get those policies out.
She did
She should
present
have came
policy.
out. She waited too late, man. Her
I
policies
didn't, I didn't
got
hear not one
every time
policy
she
from Trump though. He had a
eh,
3-hour interview on Rogan. He didn't say one policy.
yeah,
He
he
didn't say shit
did.
about
It
the
was
platinum
all
plan.
policy.
What
he
It
talked
was
about
all
policy?
policy, bro.
he talked about what he wanted to do, and what he's going to do this time. The lessons learned.
He talked.
Like he
Yeah, he
gave
didn't
some
say a
real
policy that he was
insightful.
coming out with.
He gave some real
Yeah, he
insightful
talked about
stuff.
immigration policies. He talked
The
about war
environmental.
policies,
He talked
environmental policies.
the
Yeah,
food.
he talked.
That's
Yeah,
why I
he
learned about
talked
the
policies.
RFK thing. I didn't even know that. I knew that he was going to do
What
something with
policy he
RFK,
got for the middle
but
class?
I didn't know that he was going to bring RFK in on the FDA. And when he broke it down, and then I started going to do my deep homework on RFK, I was like, wow, yeah, this is a good pick for the FDA, bro. Like seriously, this is a good pick for America. That's like
Yeah,
you
I
ain't
did.
got that.
He said he may run into an issue with um, FDK. We'll see how that go.
Oh, talking about the
But
environmental. He's like, I can't let him on the environmental. I can't let him go on that. But I think he got a good fit with him over in that department, bro. But
yeah, I think so too. Like it all gonna boil down to like he hires these people. Then when he get a fit with them, then he fire him. I think it's gonna boil down to who's gonna be willing to like give him pushback um, on some things and how he receive it.
Um, it was shocking of like how many, how like the gap. It just wasn't close, man. And you can see the American people, I think, spoke. In a large degree. I didn't like the way, how it was all playing out at first and people trying to blame black men and the numbers just didn't play out that way. While it did show there's a trend in the Republicans, you can see it's swinging. You can see the votes of black males starting to lean towards, starting to go to the Republican side. Like Trump got record numbers from Latino and black men. And you can see that swing, but we wasn't the deciding factor. The deciding factor was highly white women
boy, I told
and white
y'all.
men.
I told white
No, I
men
never
going.
thought white women. You ain't
I told.
telling us anything we don't know, bro. I said it. Like white women are not gonna vote for this lady.
I said.
It's just
I,
not
s-
gonna happen.
I said, don't be shocked. I said, don't be shocked. It's like the white man gonna vote for
They
Trump.
gonna follow their
I said,
husbands
yeah. I said, white
largely. Like white women are gonna follow their husbands, bro, and what they vote for, and we saw it in the polls.
man. They overwhelmingly they bamboozled y'all. Oh yeah, we got Kamala. Yeah, women's rights. Got
What
them.
was your the thing? It was just to me. I think also the Democrats need to read the room with the debauchery in their policies. Just being real, bro. Like my biggest turnoff was the degeneracy from the LGBTQ to the trans and the kids sex changing, the
That wasn't in one
bathroom stuff.
policy.
Yeah, yeah,
She
it
didn't
is.
present one policy that talked about that.
No, they're doing it now. Any policies what she presenting, like what they've been doing since they've been in office. The stuff they've been put on the forefront is degeneracy. Yeah, like kids have been had the rights to change their sex and all of that stuff. That's stuff that the Democratic Party has put out there. I'm not talking about just her. I said the Democratic Party. They got to do some self-reflection on what they're putting. People are not with that. Why people can't publicly come out and say it, the polls reflect it. Because they cancel everybody for everything they say. So people don't come out and say, yo, I don't agree with that because they don't want to get canceled. But when this stuff drop, man, people not feeling that stuff. Like people know when things get that array. It all goes back to the Bible, bro. Like when things get that away from just core principles and values,
The
you
Trump
start to
Bible.
lose your country.
Hell yeah, the Trump Bible. Made in
Go back
China,
to the
baby.
Trump Bible.
But
I'm
nah,
just talking about. I'm
I
talking about the
feel what
Bible I read. Like
I feel what you're
modern day
saying.
Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. You getting away
all
from
around
just,
the Bible. You can make
I
your own
just
Bible.
I
With
just
the
I
Constitution in
I'm
it.
like this, man. Leave the kids out of
I'm
it.
just talking about
Like,
why I didn't vote and why I think they made mistakes, and I think that you can see the numbers in the polls, bro. I think it reflected what people are feeling about the party, and they could blame. They're looking for everybody to blame but themselves, and I think they just got to get back to, who they are. Like Trump ran on, yo. Then the first thing he came and just put out a video today. We're getting rid of all of that child sex changing stuff. Like he's trying to connect with the average person that think this stuff is weird, bro.
I said, wait till they're 18. You could do whatever you would. Leave the kids alone, bro. That's all I'm about, bro. Leave the kids alone. When they're adults, they
Gay
could do
people don't
whatever.
even like it. Like to be real, gay people don't even like the sex change stuff
It's a
because
lot,
they
man.
believe in being gay don't mean they want their sex change. So
Yeah.
even they get offended. Just me just doing research and just watching this and go read message boards. Even gay people think that stuff is degenerate. Even they was losing gay votes because people didn't want children affected by this stuff, man. Like it's one thing to have
I just
adults
didn't see
changing
one
their sex.
politician she was running on that had all that stuff we were talking about though.
I'm not talking about her. I mean, she said, to be fair, she has said in the interview that even with the sex changing with inmates, people in jail, like allowing that in prison, like
That was
nobody wants their tax money to go to like prisoners changing their sex.
that
But I'm just
came
talking
back.
about the Democratic Party as a whole. All the sex changing stuff that's coming into our politics has came from that side. It's coming from one side.
No doubt.
Yeah, like I say, man, just leave the kid. You lost me when you started talking about the kids. When you push it down to now you got schools out here in California where if the kid is claims another gender or non-binary, they don't inform the parent of this. It's kids, man. Why are y'all pushing this and encouraging these kids to do
It's
this?
everything they lean
Like
into, bro.
just leave the kids alone, bro. Like when they're adults, let them make that decision as an adult.
They
Uh,
leaned into the abortion real hard. Like those are things that they just leaned into real hard. And I thought when people get to, especially when you're trying to flip conservatives and people that just see the world a little bit differently, you just leaning into things that I thought wasn't real problems in this country. Like sex change and all of that whole area. I don't even think should be on the table. But I just think they leaned into that stuff. And even when you read on social media, like that's their attack on Trump is, oh, he's telling women what to do with their body. Like they leaned into that, and a lot of it was propaganda because it wasn't really. He was trying to leave it up to the state, but they just kept leaning into that, and to me, it just became a turnoff. Especially because I know, how all this was founded. I know the history of how abortions was started. The lady that started her
One
agenda, the Negro Project, it was for our community.
to
Her
clean us
agenda
out.
was, yeah, to make us a smaller minority group and to wipe us out. So me just being, a conscious brother and hearing that over and over being preached, and then I see our community gravitate to it. Yeah, they take it as liberating. No, it's
But the,
not
it,
liberating, bro. Like in my opinion, it's not a liberating thing. I just thought they leaned into a lot of things that are very touchy for people, and I think it offended, a lot of people. And I think the numbers just showed that.
I really want to see though. I want to see the data of who's leading abortions.
white
What
We
women.
what
are.
demographic?
No, we are. No,
No, it's
that's a
white
lot.
women by large.
No, we're talking about percentages, and it affects our community more than anybody. This is Factoroni Tony.
They're-
Google it. I don't have to like. I already got it in my phone. Hold on. This is. It's not even close, my brother.
Abortion's been around since forever, even before Roe v. Wade. I think by taking Roe v. Wade away, they're just going to find other ways of doing it, which is more like access to medical and stuff like that is already tough in
I
our
say
community.
38% non-Hispanic black women have the highest abortion rate.
It's not even close. Like
I
I
said
already done my
38.
research on it. Yeah, it's like it's by far it's us. We
You
have
say
a
black women
high.
have the highest percent? Is what you saying?
Yes,
38,
yes.
38%.
Yes,
38.
we have the highest. Our abortion rate is higher than our birth rate. We're killing ourselves faster than we're having birth. This is facts. That's why I know the agenda. It's deeper than just a woman sick or a woman got raped. Because even they break down the stats of that, like how many women are going to get abortions. And this is not me throwing no shots at any women. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But I'm just talking about as a cultural whole. Like if you've been in that world and that's something you've done, I'm not judging anybody for anything like that. But I'm talking about as a whole, as a culture, I know, like just plain, right? White culture is afraid of becoming a minority, right?
Hmm.
So that's why they're like keen on that whole abortion thing. In our culture, we don't even care that we're the minority. We're fine with that. They seen our rate of how fast we were having children, right? And they saw like, okay, if they keep up this pace, eventually they'll be the majority. How do we slow that down? And now look at our community. We have abortions higher than any other community. Our abortion rate is higher than our birth rate. That's not a way to maintain any type of power in this country. And then you look at immigration. That's why I look at it all as a totality of power, because that's what it is. It's self-preservation. If you're not self-preserving, you will die away, not just politically, but physically. It's
Hmm.
self-preservation. So now you're losing yourself in abortions, and then immigrants come in, and then they become a bigger minority group than you, right? So now whites are a bigger group. Now Hispanics are a bigger group. Now Asians are a bigger group. Now we're still the smallest of minority groups, and we have the least power. Like all of his power, all of his chess, and we don't look at it like that. We just look at it as liberation, and we should be able to do what we want to do with our body, and it's deeper than that. And I be trying to just preach that message. It's deeper than the surface.
Yeah, I just preach my message. Like I don't have a personal attachment with abortion in my home or transgender, and like so I don't get in the bag of trying to like judge and like critique people who have to use that option in their life. So I just focus on the core policies of what each candidate was running on for me.
One thing we got to get back to, if you know that you're not prepared to bring a child into the world, you need to do practice safe sex, man. Like literally, both sides, male and female. You need to
Yeah.
do the things, abstain from any kind of sex that will lead to a child being born unwanted. If abortion is on your mind to abort a child, I think you should think long and hard about the sex you're having, male and female, like straight up.
Yeah.
It's ways to not have kids, man. Because I hate to see it. I hate to see a life that we don't even know could have been very prosperous or whatever gone because two people did something knowing the consequences of what they're doing, and they choose to.
I just we just don't be knowing that they playing chess and we be out here playing checkers. So you gotta give people the science of what's really going on and the chess behind it. Because it may just be like some of these, and when you look at the stats of it, some of it's just loose degeneracy and I don't want to have a kid, so I'm gonna get rid of it, which is cool. I'm not trying to judge anybody's personal life because whatever people got going on, it may be a great reason in your life. But from the chess move of why it's prevalent in our community, why liquor stores, why crack, all the degeneracy is more prevalent in our community than others is because they're playing chess. And we cannot take that lightly. You're
Hmm.
on this planet, bro. Like life is not a game, it's chess. And you gotta just pay attention to the details. That's all. Ain't no anybody like we definitely got a different hand that we were dealt than anybody else in this country. We've been through something different than everybody else that was in this country. But only way we're gonna change if we are aware that we are playing a game that is chess. And if we out here just being loose and caring about frivolous things and not really realizing that we got to make decisions that not just for me, but for the overall behalf. Like some of these problems ain't my personal problem.
Hmm.
But I look at black culture and what it's gonna be for my great great grandchildren. And if we're 3% of of America, what is our vote at that point? Why are they gonna care about us at that point? With nothing. So I'm not thinking about me and my household. I'm thinking about Black culture as a whole, Black Americans. How do we self-preserve?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about me and my house because I got 2 Black girls, and and one thing like this whole election for me was a full circle moment because when I first started on this podcast, it was at the end of Trump's presidency, and from what I recall, if you go back and listen to them episodes, we was all in agreement on how horrible the country was being ran, and that led me to therapy. Going through being blackballed at my unit, going through protesting and just a lot of stuff was I was being targeted in a way that was not fair, and my kids was in that process with me because they made signs. We went out and protested, and we got blackballed, right? So for us, well, I say it's a full circle moment. They had the day off for the election, so we sat down, we talked, and I didn't interject. I just wanted to hear what they had to say, hear what they thought about the elections and stuff. And I thought that was pretty cool. Like hearing their thoughts on the views of the country, where we at, where we stand, what they think about um, women's rights and stuff like that. And what I did after that, I took a step back and I said, you know what, let me call every woman that's close to me and see how they thought about the election. Call my elders and listen to what they had to say about the elections. And it was, I got a bit from it. So that's what I did that's how I kind of processed everything. For me, I can't say everything was great under Trump's presidency because I didn't like how the Kaepernick thing went down. I didn't like how the Charlottesville thing went down. I didn't like how the Tamir Rice, George Floyd, none of that stuff went down. And I can't sit up here and act like everything was great when it wasn't. Like we all was on the same show back then, and we was all had our grievances about how horrible the country was being ran. So in my eyes, we have a product sample on how the country was ran then, and we all didn't like it. But now all of a sudden, we saying,
We was right because we were running on emotions. I can tell you how
Yeah.
I evolved since then, right? And this is my perspective of it, right? Everything I got out there and I protest. I did all of that. I was out there with signs. What I learned throughout the pandemic and what I learned since then it was two things because he didn't finish the pandemic. They took over, and even with like some of the things that were pushed on us with the vaccine, I start reflecting on some of that. It was control. It was control, and he was right in a lot of those instances. But when we're talking about race stuff, when you go and look back, they played on our emotions.
what was pushed on us?
Everybody involved. Let me just
Who
get my
told us
take
to
off real
complete
quick.
bleach? I didn't even finish my take, but go ahead.
Go ahead and finish your take. Then I'll let you finish. I
Go
just
ahead.
want to get all of mine off. And you I thought you finished your take because you said you like we all kind of had our feelings about how everything was ran, and I just thought it was mostly emotions from the Kaepernick thing. They played on our emotions. None of that stuff is. We're talking about kneeling in the stadium. Like in the grand scheme of life, we're talking about kneeling at a game in the stadium. I could care less right now about Kaepernick or any of that. He was playing games as well. He's playing politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, what has he really done? Think about it. Like, what has he really done? What is he really doing at the end of the day? What is Kaepernick really doing to change Black culture and where we at?
So
No,
about
they played on our emotions. The Kaepernick thing, and also why all these things were wrong. Even the Black people getting murdered were wrong, right? It's how they played on it. It was to play on our emotions. Like we get into the streets and now we're protesting, people getting shot, all of it emotional things. We're getting mad. I remember being angry at that time. But at the end of the day, what are we doing? Like what?
It's
What are we
I don't
talking about?
it's
know.
it's
The
go ahead.
Ahmaud Arbery thing that hit close because he was in the Coast Guard, and that wasn't just. And when he got murdered by the police here in Georgia, the first
That's
thing
not
that
gonna stop.
But
I know it's
they
not
was
going to
doing
stop,
that.
but I'm talking about the rhetoric, and I'm not talking about what you see on TV. I'm talking about I got to go out into these people's job, and they're talking. As soon as this happened, they're
Well,
talking about they bring up his legal stuff and
Rhetoric,
start.
it just gets us emotionally mad,
what
right? We
No,
know both sides are racist. Like Biden's racist. The Democrats are racist. Republicans are racist. So the only thing that emotionally charges is Trump is just being brash and saying it. But the actions of both sides are racist. Neither side are changing black culture. And I started just taking out, I don't care what either side say. I'm watching the actions of both of these parties, and none of them are changing. And my city, I remember last year, I didn't know. So I went and educated myself. No, I live in a Democratic city.
No,
And I
it's
could
not.
see it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Palm Beach
I-
County is a Democratic city, and they won again Democrat. It's blue right now. It's been blue like the last 5 years. I did my research.
What's Amendment 1? That's on your ballot.
Bro, you want me to remember an amendment right now?
First one that's on the ballot. That's why after this election,
it's not,
I said I'm never voting in Florida because of the stuff. I see what's on your ballot, and this is what you're not progressing at all. Like if you talk about
who's not
getting rid of your
progressing?
school board, and like you have to say
I
what
don't even
part.
school board. I don't believe in this whole school system. So you ask me my beliefs on the school system?
This is
I
not
think this
race.
whole
This is politics. This is stuff that's like
yeah.
you saying I'm only geared off of emotions and stuff, but this is you talking about your school systems where your kids go to.
What was
What
Amendment
about it?
1? What's the Amendment 1?
So now you have to put what party you're affiliated with if you're running for the school board.
What's wrong with that?
Okay.
Why? Forever it's been you don't have to. It's been nonpartisan. They already trying to get. They
It ain't
already trying to take
nonpartisan
stuff
because
out.
they still part of a party.
No, but in that same amendment, now I remember in the same amendment, it's now that you got to vote for them too, because there wasn't a voting thing before. So if you voting somebody, yeah, you should know what party they in. It wasn't a voting matter before. So now that we're voting in the superintendents and the school board members, yeah, we should know what party they in because it wasn't a voting thing before. So I don't know the amendments by like you say 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm not gonna know them by that. Even the marijuana one, I got to go look and see which amendment is which, right?
Told
But
us
I know
amendment.
the topics of them. But the topic of that wasn't just you got to put your affiliation on it. No, it's new that you're voting these people in. So anybody you vote, yeah, you probably want to know what else, like if they're conservative or liberal or other ideas. So I don't know why that's a bad thing.
I don't understand why that has to be on the ballot. Like why you have to know what part it is. They just running.
Because anybody else you voting for, you're gonna know what party they're a part of. And now this is a voting thing.
It's never been on that thing.
It's never been
It wasn't on the last election.
We wasn't voting to. That's what the amendment was for. You had to put yes or no for even being a thing to vote school board members in. Period. Right. This is a new thing. Now they're putting a party, and also a part of it was putting party affiliation. Anybody you're voting for should have a party affiliation beside it in any capacity. I just don't see a big deal with that, and I don't know why. Like, what was the point of not being progressive, or what was the stance on that? Why we even talking about it? Or why I even got quizzed on what amendment what was. Like, I went and voted. I know it. I did my research on the topics before I got there. I wasn't in the booth a long time. I already had my mind made up on everything. I zoomed through it. But
When
I
we
couldn't
looked
tell
through
you.
it showed like all your in comments. It said Republicans is in the seat right now. So I don't know how all of a sudden you saying it's blue. But we can go back and look at that. But
It's on. I just put it in the chat right now, bro. Hold on.
All I want to know is like when we look back at it, like he was saying with the emotion things, Biden and them been in office, and when he got in office, I think he had the House and the Senate. I know they ended with the Senate. Police still got immunity. They said they was going to do police reform, but what reform did they do?
It got shot down by the other party when they tried to do the George Floyd Policing Act.
It got shot down by the other party, or did they?
Palm Beach County blue as hell, man. It's been that way. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Okay, I'm just putting it in the chat, bro.
Probably not, but when we voted,
the last 5 years, bro, it's been blue. Like Palm Beach County is blue as hell. Look in the group chat.
I don't see it.
It'll come through.
It's cut off.
She won 6 counties.
Can you send a link?
I can send a link too.
Yeah, because I see like
it's Tallahassee.com. I got you. I just seen the screenshot just to say, but she won 6 counties, and Palm Beach County was one of them. It's blue. I ain't propaganda, bro. There go the whole link right there. I give you the last 5 elections. It's been blue. And our cities reflect that it's blue. You can feel that it's blue. Most of the black cities that you really haven't, they're blue. We just gotta be more diverse. Even when I look at the numbers of it, right? You look at the percentage of us and Democrat towards anybody else. Like our vote is handed to a party. Everybody, every other race is somewhat split. Not us. That is a problem. We all shouldn't be sheep that think alike. Like diversity is fine. Thinking different is fine. And what I've seen is like even afterwards, like the mannerisms, like the fear mongering of we're about to be picking cotton. Like it was so much ignorance like during this and after it was all finished of like the world's over. And like, bro, we operating out of fear and we operating as sheep. And if somebody thinks different, they're ostracized like there's some type of coon or something. No, it's perfectly fine for us all to think different. We're gonna grow and progress if we all think different. Iron sharpeneth iron. Different ideas brings progress. But we all think we gotta think the same or somebody's a coon. Like I thought when I looked at the numbers and I watched every other race be somewhat split on their ideas and votes, and we're heavily one side. And I go and listen to, Ballads of the Bullets of Malcolm X, and he's saying this way back in the 60s of the same thing we're dealing with now. Nothing has changed with the same party. And I'm just like, bro, what has really changed? Nothing has really changed, really. No, our ideas have got to grow. We have got to grow. We have got to hold our vote as a power tool, as leverage to get things that we need for our culture.
Yeah. Now go back and see who was in those seats before they got there. But I agree with you. Like I'm not like that whole state is red, by the way.
Yeah, I know
That's
the whole state, but
crazy.
where I live is blue. I mean, almost the whole country's red. If you look at it, but you go and look like California, damn near all red, bro. That shit, it got crazy this year. Like they won in a lot of places that they never went in. I think he won almost like every swing state.
This
Yeah.
crazy, bro. This crazy. So it passed the House, but the Senate they just dropped it. Didn't even care about it. In
What you
the
talking
Senate
about?
that the George Floyd Act in the Senate that the
Well, I don't know what the
Democrats
hell you
control.
talking about.
I'm sorry. That the
What's the George Floyd? Is that the police thing?
Yeah. So it passed the House, made it to the Senate that was controlled by the Democrats, and it just died. They just so-called gridlock. They never even brought it for a vote. Never even brought it for a vote. But you've been in office for 4 years. The bill passed 2021. Man, these
I
people
don't
don't
even.
care, man.
I
Them
just I
people
just
don't
want
care.
I just they don't neither side, and I just want us to be not like mad at each other about these votes. And I dealt with it in my own personal life. I want everybody to be a little bit. You got to mature in our thought process, our emotional intelligence. Is it's a sign of intelligence to be able to disagree with people and not get emotionally mad. We got to be okay with people thinking differently and want to try something different. It can't be you're mad or somebody's crazy. It's just I saw too much of that. It's too much mud slinging at each other as a race when we're the bottom of the totem pole in
Hmm.
education and everything. Financially, we're at the bottom of the totem pole. We all need to be figuring this thing out and having a different opinion. How you vote, how you go to church, wherever you decide, however you decide to live your life sexually. Difference of opinion is totally fine. If I disagree with the LGBTQ community or trans and don't agree with that's totally fine. Like we could do that, and I'm not gonna hate you when I see you in the streets. No, I'm still treat you with respect and love and stay out like I just have my own beliefs. But we treat each other, dog, like it's crazy.
Either love me or,
It's
or,
absolutely
or you're my enemy. That's ridiculous. Like you
no
can't
agree with
like
everything I agree with. Oh, you my enemy. Like
yeah,
and that's
and
crazy.
and it's not. You're totally 100% correct, man. It's like I see people now. It's like I can't even have a conversation. We can't even discuss the good and the bad on either side without them getting emotional and like irate and like how could you or it's just mind blowing that it's become
Bro,
this divisive.
it's just people weaponize it too, right? So if you voted for a certain reason, everybody has their own reason, and everybody values things differently. And people, well, I seen like people even tweeted at me, um, well, you must not care about your daughters, and like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you don't know what I teach my daughter and the values. Like, whatever you teach your daughter, that's fine, but don't weaponize politics and tell me how I'm raising my child could be wrong or how you raising your child could be right, bro. You voted for whatever is valuable for you and your values and views in life, and I did the exact same thing. That's all it is. A different of perspectives. We don't believe the same. We as humans, like all three of us on this show, gonna have different things that we value. You know, what I may value, you may think, oh, that's not a big deal for me. I'm cool on that. And we just vote differently. That's fine. Like, I'm not gonna hate anybody for thinking differently, bro. That's, to me, it's just a sign of ignorance that people that think like that. You're small minded. Open your mind up, bro. If you thinking like the unawareness too. Like, there's so many people shocked that she lost this big, right?
I'm not. But
Because
see
they
what
live
it
in a
is.
bubble though.
Yeah,
Like, here's the
they
thing:
can't.
you're not, because you're in a tunnel. You're in an echo chamber of just your beliefs, and the algorithm got you in that same. So you're just thinking like, oh, everybody's just tweeting about Kamala. No, bro, they're tweeting about everybody, but you're in this echo chamber and you can't see outside of your perspective. So now when it does happen, you just like, oh shit, I can't believe that happened. Yeah, bro, you just in tunnel vision.
Yeah,
It
I
could.
didn't like months ago. I had hit my pop up and I say, "All right, pop, this is who the stocks we're gonna roll with if Trump win, and these are the stocks we want to roll with if Harris win." I really don't have no personal attachment to either one of these parties. I thought it was pretty cool when I did have the conversation with my oldest, and I asked her, what do your friends talk about when y'all talk about politics at school? And then she was like, well, she was like, I learned when I first got here not to even talk politics with my friends, and that was, it was kind of like eye opening, and I thought it was pretty cool because she's been around from different states and she sees things different, and then she come here and she see different things, so she kind of just like decided to not even like go into the politics realm when at her school, and I agree. Like I agree. I don't feel the need to discuss politics with everybody. I just rather just keep it
I
to the
just
cuff.
feel like if you can't sit up there, if you could tell me all the negative stuff and then I show you something good and you can't even acknowledge that it's good, bro, then you're a lost cause to me. You're lost. It's easy to point out the negative, but can you show me something positive? Or when I show you something positive, will you not get mad and be like, wow, that's good? They can't even do that, man. And it's on both sides. It's on both sides. And it's, to me, it's idiotic. Like,
They playing on our fears though, man, and then we respond in a afraid way. Like when we lost the celebrity talking heads, like they all speaking out of fear, and the entire time they kept talking Project 225. It was just fearful things of, what like what's going to happen to us instead of talking to us like we educated people that can comprehend policies, and that to me, I think is like us as a culture. We shoot each other or we go crazy because somebody stepped on our shoes. Like it's all emotional things. Like we react off of emotions. So even when I'm like speaking, I think it's, and like I know like it's taboo. So they say you don't supposed to talk about religion and politics with people. Um, I, at the level of life I'm living, I want to be with people that I can talk those things with. Like, and now if I put something out into the universe, I'm not gonna ever. And this is what I pride myself on. I'm never gonna tell somebody who to go vote for. And I think people that do that are suckers,
mhm.
straight up. I don't care who you are. If you're on the soapbox every day on anything telling people who to go vote for, you a sucker. I'm never gonna tell anybody who to go vote for. Never done that. I tweet my ideas. I tweet my opinions, my views, my principles. If you want to question and on what I stand on, then we can have a conversation on my views. I'm never gonna tell any man who to go vote for. Never have done it a day in my life because I ain't gonna let nobody tell me who to go vote for. I'm gonna go do my own research. I'm gonna make my own opinion. So I put my ideas and my views and my perspectives out there because I want a young brother to see things from a different perspective because we're in an echo chamber of emotions and feelings and we get charged up and we're thinking all the same. So I just try to offer a different perspective, and people want to challenge my thoughts and opinions and all that. We could get, if it's a high level conversation, 'cause I'm not having like low vibrational conversation with ignorant people that just want to argue, right? If it's a productive conversation, we trying to get somewhere to some resolutions and all of that type of stuff, then we could break bread. So I put my ideas and views out there for that, man, because it ain't just about me, Nobody taught me how to approach politics, straight up. Nobody ever taught me this is how you approach politics. And I don't think I know. I mentor a lot of young brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And I teach them how to approach politics, never telling anybody who to go vote for, but how to approach it, how to research it, and just look at things plain. Not how you feel, but just plain.
Like
Take
a
the
lot of
emotions out of it. You hear
that.
something and you mad, like that's probably your mama in you a little bit. Take that sass out, man. Men should think like that. Slow down. Why are you mad? Should
Yeah,
you
I
be
just go
mad?
about what like the impact that it personally had on my life as far as like when I'm voting. Like I told you before, Obama, I was voting. I voted for Bush, and around that time, housing market crashed. We was at war, lost my home, and then the economy was the damn worst economy since the Great Depression and shit. So I was like, damn, I ended up rolling with Obama. Then after that, things kind of like got. I saw that's when I kind of like really saw like the games being played during that one, and then I just kind of just like started just doing researching on my own, talking to different people, and then just keeping a lot of stuff to myself and making my decisions based on like my home. And we'll talk about politics in my home, and we'll do our own research. But I'll never like project my views on other people when it comes to politics. And I don't like when people do that to me,
Mm-hmm.
because like I have my brother-in-law, he's a full Trumper, and like all this the same conspiracies and shit. Like it just hits different when, um, yeah, I don't know. It's just
No,
like
it's all it's
right after the election, he put into her family group chat. Oh, like and it's just like a lot of stuff. Is just like it's disgusting. Like I'd rather just like keep your shit over there. I'd just rather not discuss politics and just kind of keep my shit to the cuff.
like I was having a conversation with a brother in just in DMs, and just like simple principle life things, right? Because a lot of it goes back to that. And I started just to view it and to hear, like I just hear and I read just straight up white men talk about politics, just watching it, you know. And I asked the young brother in the chat, I said, "Do you believe in same sex marriage? This ain't no you getting counseled in the public. You know, I don't. Do you believe in that? No. Do you believe in the trans? No. When you start getting to the core principle of what the average black man believe, like forget the politics and the emotions and the
Conservative.
racism and all of that stuff. When you get to
Conservative.
the real principle of what black men, the average black men like us, what we really believe, we're naturally conservatives. Than just playing. And then from there, you go from there. You work your way up to the rest of the policies, but get to your core beliefs of who you believe, what you believe in, spiritually, religion wise, life wise, social wise. Do you believe in these things? And if not, then why are you checking the box off on things you don't believe?
A lot of people don't know what they believe. Like I said, a lot of stuff is pushed on people from what they see on social media
Nah, a
and
lot of
everything.
people
Yeah,
just go. They
A
just
lot of
go in
people
there and press
don't.
D. They just go
A
press
lot.
D or R. That's all they do. They
that's
How
see
many
D
true.
people
or
you know
R.
that been to a church and have like practiced what they believe? Like, be real.
You don't even
Hey,
got to be
hey,
church to have these beliefs, though. Some
yeah,
people have beliefs without going to church, right? Like there's some straight up gangsters that don't go to church and still don't believe in same sex marriage, right? That's just your beliefs. Like, what do you actually believe in? Do you believe in this? If not, then why are you checking? And when you get to the core beliefs of the black man, I'm telling you, like it's conservative. Like we believe we have conservative. Only thing that's changing us is like the what we're taught racism wise and life wise and the propaganda a little bit.
prejudice and
When you get
discrimination.
all of that, like those some wrenches into the mix. But you just got to start from that core and then work your way up, man. And your life is also evolving. You got to be open minded to just changing everything, bro. Like that, and everybody ain't gonna be in tune to all of this. You know what I'm saying? I challenge my own thoughts and beliefs. You know, I've always been a person that, from religion wise, when I was young, I'm questioning the preacher that's over the church about things that's going on that I don't agree with. I've always just questioned what's
I,
considered normal, right? Like even my own beliefs, things I believe in. Like, damn, like, do I really believe in that? And if so, like, what's the opposite side of that? it's not an easy thing to do. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. I always question like this with the preacher. How come you get to talk to God and I can't? Like,
Yeah, preacher told you that.
no, I'm just saying, like everybody
You know
go,
what I'm saying?
oh, he's anointed, he's up here, and
See
it's
what I'm
like,
saying?
man, we what you mean? See what I'm saying?
Prayers talking to God though.
Yeah, but like
Yep.
they are enlightened. They're more enlightened.
Well, he might go to what's your
hierarchy.
belief? No,
What you mean?
what religion you practice?
I respect Christianity. I grew up a Christian, so my views are Christian like, but not necessarily I'm involved in a religion. I respect everybody's religion, but
No, I was just saying what you practice. You say you go talk to the preacher. He got to talk to God. That's just different.
Catholic.
Yeah,
In the booth.
yeah. That's why I asked. Cause it seemed like that's like a Catholic type deal.
oh no, definitely not Catholic.
I just get what he's saying. Like some people, I mean, there are some people that are I would say enlightened and anointed in a different way and probably have a close relationship with God. Like the average person don't really have the same relationship as somebody that's like, really intertwined in like fasting and praying and sacrificial things that come with whatever your religion may be. That person is going to be a little bit closer to God than the average person that's like living a little worldly, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we all have a relationship with God for sure. Like we all should. We all have a connection there, and there's if not a connection for you to reach him, we all don't use that connection, but everybody have an avenue to God, man.
No doubt.
Let's get like that's just my overall. I know we can talk about politics forever, but it's Trump. I think the world's gonna be okay, bro. Like it was okay. No president has gotten in this seat and gotten drastic where your life has changed, and you should be crying on the internet and acting weird, bro. It's
Man,
all right, bro.
That's
Grow
ridiculous.
some
man.
nuts. Be a man. We shoot at each other in the hood all day. We talk to each other crazy, disrespectfully, and then now all of a sudden, who finna be a slave? Like,
I know.
are y'all kidding me?
Listen, if you
Are
were
you
a man,
I wish you would knock on my door talking about
exactly.
slavery.
Listen, I'm gonna tell, and I'm gonna address this right here. If you allow somebody to enslave you, you was never free. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you come over here. If you I'm ready to die. I'm ready to die. So
Straight
you better
up.
be ready to die. So I'm telling you now, you come knock on my door talking about you gonna take me to a plantation, everybody dying.
They got
No, you
robots now, bro. Like,
Nova gonna take his
what they
ass
gonna do with
down.
us?
Nova gonna go to the PlayStation, man.
You crazy as hell. I ain't going nowhere. And to me, the people that's crying about that, I'm like, I already see who the ones who just gonna go with the yes, gonna go along with it. You ain't ready to die about it. You ain't ready to die about it. I'm ready to die about it. I'm telling you. Try to
Man,
enslave
Trump
me.
say go take your ass to the plantation. You gonna say, yeah, okay, Uncle Trump.
I bet.
You call that man Uncle before the show, man. Go on ahead, dog. I can't take you serious. You gonna
Uncle
take your
T.
ass to the plantation, man.
I ain't going to no damn plantation.
My dog ain't going to plantation. I'm gonna go shoot him free. Man, get your ass off these people plantations.
You the Django?
We're gonna call
here,
We're gonna call KP.
KP.
With the recipe. I got the recipe.
Yeah. KB gonna pull up, man.
He got
we
the
want
recipe.
free.
Nah, but that's just crazy. People just talking like the man's already said he
Oh,
gonna do Project 2025. But
yeah, you say you support Project 2025. I thought that was crazy though.
I ain't say that. Don't try to
You
throw that.
said that we would put the clip out. You went viral.
Go get it.
That's why you lost it, Corey. That's why he lost that shit.
Yeah,
we put that clip out. Boy, you went viral. You said you support
I'm just
that
saying,
shit,
man. If you let people play with you and disrespect, like here's my whole thing, bro. People on the internet or people saying words don't never offend me. It's your actions.
So you don't support it no more?
It's your actions. I never supported that Project 2025.
But I do know. I can't remember if you said Project 25, but if we would have had that video from Miami,
that's the one.
That content, boy, you'd have went platinum.
You said, yeah, I support Project 2025, and you started listening. I'm like, yo, this nigga about to
we would have went platinum. We'd have been free. We'd have been rich.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about.
That's why he lost the tape.
Yeah, he saw that shit. Proof. He saw the edit. It was like, whoa.
Show the proof. Show the proof.
Shine the world. Show the proof. Shine the world. This shit got lost.
That's what it was. I wasn't like, damn, well, we put out some heat.
Hold on. Who said it got lost? I ain't never said it got lost.
Something happened with the audio. Something didn't happen right with what we recorded down in
He's
Miami. We had some heat because you was wild. It
Oh,
wasn't
the
even just that.
audio.
It was
That was the audio. We
yeah.
never lost the footage. It was the audio.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
send the
wasn't
footage.
Let's get into. We ain't got a whole lot of, but we're hour 15 in, man. Hey, y'all drop some questions. Hang out with us a little bit. Stacks, what it do? I see you. I
Hey,
got people hitting me up on Twitter like, I seen y'all boys on the live. I didn't know you was doing a different show. Yeah, bro,
hey,
I've been
bro.
doing this show for a while. So if you on YouTube or anything like that, man, subscribe to the channel. I don't know who just hit me up on Twitter, man. It say Choir Boy. I don't think you're in the choir listening to the Cut You Uncut podcast, bro. This ain't no save show, man. So
Hey,
get
I
off this
got
thing for your old lady wake up.
I got a topic for us, man. The
This shit ain't,
Halle Bailey thing where she talked about
man, I don't want to talk about that shit, man. We got real shit on the docket. What you got? I'm sorry, what you got?
We
No.
already done hit on degenerative behavior. Here we go.
No, she talking about she was mad that her baby daddy had their kid on the Kai Sanat stream. And it just highlights how in the way she spoke about it is my baby. She didn't say our baby. She said my baby.
Well,
And
if the baby's on the internet, I might be mad too.
I ain't mad at her on that
man,
one.
listen, they didn't have the baby all over the internet.
Nah,
They didn't already have
That
the
ain't
baby all over.
Casanet. Casanet is debauchery 1.0. They just had
Man,
Kodak on
listen.
there popping
yeah,
like Adderalls and all type of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? On the live, he said a little switch for the glitch. Casanet say, "Hey man, what did you just take? Oh, now a little switch for the glitch. All right, nah, y'all
He
gotta
out
get
of
Kodak out of
He
here.
out of there.
Now
But
I feel both sides, man. I don't like to get into people like parenting shit, bro. I can see her side as well, man. Like, don't be taking. They need to get some type of agreements
yeah,
and
they need to
mutual
communicate that to
understandings
each
together
other.
of
But
like
don't come
going
out to
on that type of shit.
my whole thing is don't come out to the public and say all that. They don't need it. Yeah, they say too much, and then they get mad when people
The
be
baby
all
on
in
the
their
public
life.
internet. So
No,
she
I'm
probably
talking
just
about why even comment it? Why even address it? Like that's between you and him. Why you even pressed about it? That
because she
like
want to. That's why.
like it's just annoying.
Like,
And then they go, oh, social
why is that
media is
doing to
just
you?
such a no, because they cry about social media, but here they are yet engaged in social media. Like I said,
But
bro,
it's different when
you
your
can
child is
unplug.
on it, though. I think.
You can unplug it. You can, man, here, hand it to you. Rich enough to have somebody type everything you want.
Okay, let put the ball in your court. If
Yeah.
the mother of your kid, you guys are going through, and she put your child on some platform that you don't want them to be on.
We're gonna have a private conversation. I'm not gonna have it out in public for y'all. We're gonna have a private conversation. We're gonna get some understanding.
some it just be different people. Like some people going publicly. It's like some people cool with public apologies and private apologies. Some people take it okay. You apologize to me private. That's cool. No, some people be like, nah. Since you disrespected me publicly, apologize publicly, right? So she could be the personality that thinks, okay, since you put my baby on a public platform without conversating with me, I'm gonna tell this same public platform that I don't agree with it, right? I just don't see I don't see the big deal with like her saying it to social media or not saying it to. I just think as parents, they need to get on the same page,
Yeah.
of how they want to present their child
She
to the
started
world.
crying
What
when
I'm
they
saying?
didn't agree with her. She started crying. She deleted her Twitter after the people said they didn't agree with it because she thought they was gonna come run to her aid and she was gonna get an audience. And the audience is like, man, shut the hell up. And she deleted the whole Twitter and it's just like y'all some nutcases, man.
Yeah, I think it's come to an age where it's so easy to just like berate people, bro, and just like belittle people, and just it become like it's cool to troll and not have like no like.
You gotta care though. You gotta care about it. I don't care. They trolled me all day on. You seen it. That one clip that went viral. They trolled me all day. Bro, I don't care. I could care less because I know what I am. I know who I am.
No, but the
Yeah,
weird
so-
people got to know they weird for like berating strangers and taking sides in the custody. Like this is people, children. I don't have a side into this. I can see both sides, but I just think for the child's sake, for the the overall culture of the relationship, the dynamic between mom, co-parenting, they just need to get on the same page, bruh. But yeah, people are assholes, man. If you on the internet and trolling celebrities and whatnot, like get your life together. Like
Damn, no,
do
we
some
talking about you.
do some
Ooh,
self-reflection,
I
man.
don't troll celebrities. I don't even barely engage with them. I just go
Like, do
roast
some
people on Shade
self-reflection,
Room.
man.
That's all I do. I just roast the people that in our shop.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that, man.
That's what I do.
Well, yeah, U.S. airlines are now required, new law. U.S. airlines are now required to refund you for a canceled flight automatically. Domestic flights delayed by 3 hours or more, and international flights delayed by 6 hours or more also qualify for a full refund.
Mm.
I love this, man.
Bring me my
Cause
money.
if you 5 minutes late
Because
for a flight, your ass is grass. But
Hmm.
if they 2 hours late and pushing your shit back, you just sit there and they got your money. You just gotta be patient.
They don't give you
y'all
no voucher or nothing either.
y'all be with them bootleg places.
I mean,
Y'all,
sometimes, bro, like you got to fly what you can fly.
airlines.
Like, if you're in an emergency, you're not gonna be picking and choosing like how you got to get to where you need to get.
That's why you got points. My points are for emergencies. I'm gonna
Okay.
fly Delta, man. Fly
Yeah,
Delta,
no,
man.
Delta done did some shenanigans shit. Like I don't flew Delta before and my shit done got delayed, pushed back and all that shit.
I got,
You ain't
I
get
got.
no full refund. Like they
No,
didn't
I
get the
got.
whole flight. Everybody on that flight. Now they may give like you because you bitching and you just annoying. Like get his ass out of here. Get this
I got
broke your
for
voucher
my
so you get out of our
I,
face.
for my
But
birthday
for it to
weekend. They gave
be
me 1,200.
now I ain't even got to call customer service. When you delay my shit, I ain't got to negotiate. I ain't got a plan. I appreciate this law that you just gonna bail me mine back. I don't care if I'm on Delta. I don't care if I'm on Spirit. I don't care if I'm on Frontier. Whatever it is, when you mess my shit up, the government say run me my coins, man.
I like it. I ain't
I
mad at it,
appreciate it.
and I ain't bougie. Well, I broke my spirit cherry, man, on that last flight to Florida, bro. It was it wasn't bad. Only beef I had with Spirit was the shit we talking about
Spirit
right
shit.
now. The delays.
Delays.
The delays. It
How
was,
they got a delay on a 45-minute flight?
bro. That's what I ain't get home. I ain't get to Florida till like midnight, dog.
Yeah, that
How?
shit's wild.
It's down the street. Like it's a 45-minute flight. How the hell you? Like, bro, that's it's the next state over. Like, how the hell they have a 45-minute delay on a flight that take 45
Well,
minutes?
no other time when they had delays, bro. It'd be like engine trouble, like technical stuff. It could be
Because
runway
they
stuff. It
poor
could be
maintenance.
employee stuff. Like sometimes they don't even have pilots. It's like these delays
That
don't just be like the
bootleg.
distance or the flight. Like no, that was a real thing for a while. Like
Yeah.
pilots, there was a shortage of pilots. So it just
Never had that
depends.
on
It
Delta.
switches up.
Shout out Delta,
Yes,
man. I've never had that
yes,
on
it has.
Delta, man.
I can just show you a quick search right now on Delta where it's happened,
I
bro.
never experienced it. That's
Stop
make
dick
believe.
ride Delta, man.
Yeah.
You know what
He
I'm saying?
glazing
We
Delta,
gotta get
bro.
that boy that stock glazing sort of fast.
Yeah.
But
That fly Delta. I'm telling y'all won't have these issues.
you will
For
still
my
have
birthday, man, they gave me
Hey,
$1,200. They gave me $1,200, man. I ain't got no problem with Delta, bro.
you told him to pull it out.
Delta was the last one when they had the last flight thing. Delta was in the crunch longer than everybody.
Yeah.
Spirit got out of this shit before Delta.
Cause players fly on analog.
On the shutdown. No, we just saying you said like Delta don't have no problems. Delta was the last company to catch up on flights when they did the last little technical breakdown.
But they
Uh,
made it smooth. They
No,
caught up.
it was
They got caught
motherfuckers
up.
standing night in the in the airport.
And it was taken care
for
of, bro.
sure.
It was taken care of. Shout out
I
Delta, man.
sleeping in the airport, that ain't taking care of me, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, there go. You see, I told you 3 little stacks in the comments.
Win stacks. Win stacks.
This is a couple months ago. He was in New York.
Man, Stack fly Spirit. I don't believe you
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably flew
No,
Delta
I
cousin.
told him to fly.
He flew SkyWest. He didn't fly Delta.
Now, me and my dog had a real conversation about this on the
He
phone.
flew SkyWest.
I was talking to him. I said, dog, you surprised me with the Delta. He said, no, the chick bought this flight. I said, she had to buy it because I know you, boy. You're a Frontier Spirit killer. And I said, see what happened when you get bougie? You think you got a little bit of bread, and now you done went Delta thinking you finna be brand new. Now your ass stuck. He was stuck in the airport for a minute.
He flew SkyWest, doing business as Delta.
Nah, man.
I'm telling you, I guarantee you.
Man, now the man talking about
Send
screenshot.
me the itinerary.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
Hey,
I bet you it's
Hey,
SkyWest.
Stats, tell them to send that dog on scale results. Tell Nova to get on the scale.
I'll get on the scale.
You want proof of everything but the scale in the gym.
Yeah.
Man, the most ratchet shit I ever see when I flew Spirit.
No, send me the Delta itinerary that you flew to New York, you got stuck on. I guarantee you say SkyWest on there.
You trying to call my dog out? The dog when I was flying, bro. Like you know how they had the person up front telling you how to put the seatbelt on and stuff. You know, they usually like to have a little video.
Yeah.
Old girl just pulled out the pamphlet, dog, and just held it there and just let the man talk, bro. She ain't give no motions. I was like,
She didn't pull a little demo seatbelt out. She didn't put the little thing on and blow into it. Like, damn,
she just held up
that
the pamphlet
bootleg.
like this and just let the man talk. I was
Do
like,
y'all got TVs or y'all got like one TV in a row on Spirit? It got one TV on a row
they got TVs.
in the headrest or like
No,
one every
like
7
I said,
seats?
like you have to pay for comfortability to be comfortable with Spirit, and I wasn't mad at it though. To be real with you, it was a comfortable flight.
Well,
It
it
was
is
just long.
45 minutes. You just go
Yeah.
up and come right back down.
It was a 2-hour flight, but I hear you.
Oh, that's because it's slow. He got a propeller. He on a propeller plane.
Oh, hey man, what's next on the docket, man?
Yeah, what do we got here? What do we got here?
Hold on. I got a Delta flight attendant. She said, a quote, "Tell your friend Delta took longer to recover, but our whole system operate using the software that shut down."
I don't give a shit about no system with y'all. Y'all shit was the last one to get back running. That's all we would need to know. If y'all got y'all shit together and y'all the best of the best, my dog wouldn't have been sleeping in the airport. He ain't getting no voucher. They ain't give him no
Man,
hotel.
he
He was
flew
just
Sky
musty.
West.
He's just bathing in the bathroom in the boys' room, bro.
He flew Sky West, bro. That's what it is. He flew Sky West. I'm telling you.
Nah, just because you just trying to. This is unaccountability, bro. This is the accountability of our counterparts is what you're pulling off right here,
man.
Hey,
just take the L.
He ain't even spelled Delta right. Look at that. What is that?
Yeah, that nigga spelled
Delete.
delete.
No wonder you ain't get on that plane. He thought he was on Delta.
That boy flew delete.
Delete. Delte Airlines. Name of the show, Delte Airlines.
That shit was deleted. all Delta shit was deleted. Everybody was on delete that week. Your flight was deleted, bitch. Like everybody flew delete. You sit your ass in the airport, boy. You ain't going nowhere.
Man, listen, man. Delta be clean, safe, get you there on time and everything, bro. And if your luggage late,
I ain't never been on a dirty flight.
No, me neither.
I don't know, like
Spirit, they had Cheetos and
no, man. I flew the big comfy.
And they had a 27-piece hair piece.
You never even flew it. You can't be like always bougie about everything, bro. Like you
he been racist. He been bougie.
Oh,
He said a 27 hair piece.
That
that MAGA hat shit off right now. Go ahead.
You sound like my brother-in-law, ain't it?
There's chicken wings on it, 27 hair piece. Boy, you sound like a redneck for a second, boy.
Boy, you know they ain't bringing no chicken wings on there. You already know. Already know they ain't getting no chicken wings on no Spirit.
But sound like he had a
shooting dice on that,
white hood for a second.
They might be shooting dice on that though, on Spirit.
The Cup Klansman.
So your boy's free, man. Young Thugga, that weak ass case that the state of Georgia brought on, the RICO. He didn't beat it. And he's not absolutely free. But they gave him a plea bargain of 15 years probation. I ain't mad at it, man. 15 years probation is, for the average person, I think it's tough. But when you're a millionaire, I think it's fairly easy to get through 15 years of probation.
So Thugga, if you listen, I'm gonna tell you how to get off that probation, bro.
He ain't listening.
Oh yeah,
Go ahead.
Inside
listen, Thugga.
2025.
This how you get off of it.
Call Trump.
Nah, that's
you saw Boosie had hit Trump up. Y'all saw that?
Because he got a Fed case.
Trump
Thugga got a state case.
Trump get you out of there now.
What Thugga need to go and do is go ask the governor what work he need, how many drives, toy drives, food hood handouts, how many registered voters he need. Work with the governor so you can get your pardon on his last day in office. Walking out the door, he pardoned you. Think they just reelected the governor, so he got like 3 years left or 2 years left.
Man, nobody finna sign that shit right. No, like with him right there, right now, man. Now your political career is over if you let Thug out one day out on the streets after this case. Nobody's finna risk their political career over Young Thug. He got to go do this 15
That's why I say he
got to
go. No, that's why I say he got to go out there and hand out toys.
You gonna
he got to hand out toys, kiss baby, write some books.
You go get a toy from Young Thug.
He ain't gonna. Brian Kemp ain't gonna pardon him. Nah.
What's y'all take on it, man? On the entire thing, bro.
What the whole case? I knew it was. She was trying to make a name for herself. That's why she did it. She went after a big target. Thug is big, and the YSL gang is
Okay, a lot of
huge
shit
in
going on.
Atlanta. And she shot her gun too early. She should have went on ahead and turned it over to the feds and let them really use the resources. She used the bootleg resources and she relied on bootleg witnesses to come testify. And she really didn't have a case. She really didn't have. You called all those witnesses, and all of them played dumb. They turned on you and blew your case up in your face. So she was overzealous. She was running for. She was trying to make. She was doing political posturing, trying to make herself to the AG office, taking on this big case, thinking that she was going to take him down, and nothing happened. Even went to Trump, and it fell apart.
They was doing all right up until they got caught fucking. Right? Because
Nah,
I don't think
they was
it
never
never
doing
was a
right.
strong case.
It was
It just
never
was a
neither
strong
cases.
case.
Neither cases. She had high ambitions for higher office. She shot her shot too early and too quick, and she just played her role.
A lot of self hate here too, but I don't know what I'm saying. Like it's just she was a little happy when she approached it. Like when they announced the whole case, like she was talking about taking down a lot of people in Atlanta, not just him.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she was very braggadocious in that clip about like taking hip hop down and all the people to get out the filth off the streets. And I do agree with her on it being filth. Like the stuff that Young Thug and the boys was doing is absolutely insane, to be killing each other, murdering each other while millionaires, and how they were operating, just super filthy and degenerate behavior. But she was a little too happy as a bro. I do not, bro. I just, I don't even want to say it, man. It's just some of these district attorneys, bro, in these positions be a little too giddy to lock up black people sometimes for me. You know what I'm saying? While I understand you got a job to do, it's just a giddiness around it that's just filthy. Outside of that, I think he could do the 15 years, fairly easy. It's easy to do probation as a millionaire. He still could travel. He's rich, so everything's at his disposal. Still should be comfortable. Um, a lot of these probations, you still can't smoke weed with a marijuana card, but his is in Georgia. I don't know what the state laws are in Georgia, but I think he'll be all right. I don't think it's a hard thing to accomplish, man. As somebody that filthy rich, I thought it was unique situation because a lot of people was calling Gunna a snitch.
Oh, it's a lot of apologies, boy.
Future started working with him. Baby started working with him. A lot of people that was in that whole little crew start working with Gunna, call him a snitch. But in his part of his plea bargain, in the ask, he asked the judge if he could still work with Gunna. A lot of those other names weren't mentioned. So a lot of that's gonna be just rap politics, and that whole camp is gonna be interesting to follow in the next like few months and see how everything plays out.
Yeah, it's good to see, man. And I tell people, man, stay out of street business sometimes. Like they said, the man snitched when, if you look at the court, he didn't snitch. He admitted to what he did, and he said, "Yeah, I was in the car with Jeffrey Williams, but you know, they was like, was it drugs? Yeah, I gotta admit to this, it was drugs. Don't mean it was Jeffrey Williams drugs. He's pleading guilty to his portion, and people like, oh, Thugger never even said nothing because he couldn't say nothing. He couldn't speak on it because he got his own case. And if he speak on it, that's intimidating witnesses. And that's what they was hoping that he would do. And his lawyers, his team was smart enough to keep him mute about the whole situation, as he should have. As he should have. So everybody went to their own speculation and made their own observation and jumped to, oh, he snitching. Man, like, you got to understand plea deals. Sometimes you don't have to, you admit to what you did. There are plea deals that you take where you go testify on others, and there are plea deals you admit to what you did and you go about your business.
But on some street shit, right? If me and you do something together and you take a plea deal on your behalf, it strengthen their case on me.
Yeah.
It can. It can.
Ain't no
Oh,
can. It
it ain't no.
does. It
It
does.
can.
That's why everybody started snapping.
Yeah. So you could slick snitch, yeah, you sideways snitch. I'm not saying that's what he did, but there is a situation where if me and you did something together, you take a plea on your behalf, because we're bringing this to a jury, and they could use that as, hey, his friend that also was in the car with him doing this took a plea deal on the similar situation. Like, it strengthens their case a little bit. I'm just interested to see how it all plays out. You know, I'm not into like street politics, but
Yeah.
that's whole snitching thing got our culture in the
And
chokehold. So I'm just watching it from
and
afar.
Gunna and Gunna ain't been. I mean, Lil Baby ain't been Lil Baby since he got rid of his writer.
He's still been
He
That,
making
called your
music.
writer.
He hasn't made like a.
Ah, it ain't the same though. It ain't. He ain't made a hit.
I
He ain't made
mean,
a
I
hit
keep
mean,
since
writing that stuff,
Sergio
man.
been gone.
yeah, I agree, but the there's a lot of shit that's going on internally with them as well. Like you can tell Gunna ain't even the same. Like he don't even seem like the same. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because he
I mean,
seen.
like
Because for
But
one, you see them.
betrayal does something to you. So
yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
think
then
he
you see them
changed
football
in that
numbers you was
capacity.
facing. You seen them football numbers you was facing, and then
Gunna's
you
making
seen
incredible music.
when you came out, you seen who they didn't receive you. So you not only are you facing the demons from the time that you could have got for moving how you was moving, you ain't getting no love from people. They turned their back on you without even asking you what really happened. I mean, I wonder how many of those people that called him a snitch um had a sit down with him and try to get an understanding of what's going on, or they just went with what social media put out there and ran with.
No, he says it in the music. He said it in the music. He said a lot of the music. They think a lot of them people just always had that in their heart because he ain't snitching nobody. So it's a lot of like it just felt like a lot of the people just wanted to. They wait looking for a reason to turn their back on him. The fans never did. Like his audience never faded away. He kept
Mhm.
making dope music. Me and Stacks used to argue about who was better, and as artists with Gunna and Lil Baby. I was right. I was right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Gunna's a better just artist, bro. He's a straight up musician. He can write R&B music. He understands melodies. Like he's just a genius when it comes to just making music. And his music hasn't slowed down whatsoever. And I don't think he's gonna ever slow down. And I think Thugger know that. Like Thugger
mhm.
is a musician as well. He's an artist, right? He just can straight up pen. He's written R&B songs. He could get into that bag. So I'm pretty sure he know who the killers are when it comes down to just straight up making music. And Baby's just not one of them guys. Like Baby's admitted that Gunna taught him how to make music.
yeah.
Yeah. The Stacks, he can't go to Metro Atlanta. You're correct. He can't go hang out in Metro Atlanta. That's part of his probation. Without it
Oof,
have to be
that's
like
tough.
weddings. He has to get permission to go there. It's like weddings, funerals.
Man, I got that boy out in
Um,
Conyers. Out there with Reek.
yeah. But I mean, if he was smart,
Ah,
I would just
hell no.
I would just ask to move my probation to Los Angeles or something, or Houston or something.
No, nah, that's too much gang in all
Yeah.
those areas. You need to go to the sticks, Utah, some shit.
Up there in the
I
mountains
would,
with
I would,
Gravedigger Mountain with Young Boy.
yeah. That's why he out there.
That's why he going crazy
Now
too.
he locked up.
Young
Like
boy
He
went
going
out
to
there and
jail.
he probably them glitches with the switch, a little, little switch for the glitch. He popping them pills, man. That's what got
what?
that boy going crazy.
Golly, that boy look bad too. He look like he on some heavy drugs, man. I don't know what's on with this generation and drugs, man.
And they not
God.
happy. They're not happy because when they get into that world, it's all fun and games, and then you get in that world and they tell you work. You got to make this money for me.
No, they be on that shit before they get into that world, bro.
Oh yeah. He just
Now
numbing the
a lot of
pain
those
with all
dudes.
the doggone crazy shit he was doing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that too. That too. What y'all thought about they say Diddy's sons ran up on Ray J with the shenanigans.
Man, I hope Ray J pop
Pulled up
pop
on him with
all
the
of them.
baby oil.
Put up on him with baby. You want to get numb too?
Bro,
Man,
that junk,
Ray J ain't want no parts of that, dude. Didn't
bro,
he? He was
that's
like,
just
man,
the funny.
Man,
That's
Ray
just the
J a
funniest.
gangster, bro.
That story can
Can't let
write
nobody
itself.
fool you.
Ray J, Diddy kids
no, Ray J
get
was saying not
into
to talk about it.
and Chris Brown of all people
Ray J a
came and
gangster.
Chris Brown came and like stopped the violence.
Ray
Like
J
you
and
kept
Snoop are like first cousins, bro. Them real ass Crips and shit, bro. You cannot like Ray J is a made man. Like don't let them R&B songs fool you. In that
if
gang
I
world,
had
like
one
I shoot up your whole house. Like,
wish.
like boys are real gangster. Diddy sons gotta relax, man. I know I can only understand. I can only fathom what they're going through right now, bro.
Man,
Like
this game is amazing.
what game?
The Ravens and Bengals, bro.
Man, you ain't focused, man.
I am, bro.
Man, take your pills,
I
bro.
Take a glitch, man, for the switch. Switch for the glitch. Switch for the glitch.
Yeah, go ahead and tighten up real quick, bro.
What else is going on before we get out of here, man? We missed so much, man. It's been a
And
lot.
Orlando Brown, man, he been wilding out like crazy too, bro.
Oh, that ain't
man,
nothing
but that's
new.
him. That's him. That's him, man. That boy's an entertainment. A piece of me think he playing it up.
But he don't.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. He
tell you what.
entertaining as hell, man.
We're gonna find out a lot of stuff he said be true because Trump in office now, and them lists gonna fly. Like Trump is after that type of shenanigans, bro. I think a lot of these celebrities too, you can feel the pressure, bro, of the Hollywood, because he's been saying a lot of that of taking down Hollywood, and I think a lot of the endorsements came from that world as well. So yeah, I don't think we're done here. I think the end of 2024 is going to be full of a lot of shenanigans, and when Trump get in office at the top of 25, it's going to be some shenanigans.
It's gonna be.
You think they're gonna drop the Epstein list?
I don't know if they're gonna drop the Epstein list.
Came out and said some shit too, didn't they?
Oh no, it's the Epstein list. Like, Big T been talking about that list for a minute, but it hasn't hit the streets. I think Diddy's on to hit the streets before that one. You know, they killed the right people when it came to Epstein.
See, hey, Diddy, I bet you Diddy regret the day that he turned on Trump, because they were cool when he turned on Trump. They were cool. They was tight. And now I bet he wish he still hung with Trump so he can get a presidential pardon. But see, you played yourself. Congratulations.
Somebody gonna pardon that boy, man. That boy a freak bull. You can't let him out.
Unless he got some footage with Trump.
No, they hung out. They was tight. Him and Diddy.
That's how I knew Kamala ain't have a chance, bro. Like every time somebody posts anything from her account, and you go to the comments, motherfucking Trump team had the box on lock, boy. You couldn't even get to like a real comment till you scroll to like the very bottom.
I don't think the bots. I think the real people.
No, but when you click on it, it'd be like
real people though. Them don't even be bots, bro. I be clicking on their accounts just to see, and them be real maniacs that really believe in MAGAs of religion. You know what I'm saying? Like they whole existence be defending Trump online. Like it be whole pages of that.
They ride for Trump, boy. I'm telling you.
What I seen was, I thought this was funny, right? So every time like somebody that endorsed, they did an endorsement, you would see the Republican Party. If like somebody did a Democrat endorsement, they would find a picture of that person with Diddy, and when they post and say this person just endorsed, they did it with J-Lo. She just endorsed Kamala. It's a picture of J-Lo and Diddy, and then the caption it said Diddy's ex-girlfriend J-Lo endorses Kamala. I was like, bro, these politicians be pushing propaganda, bro. They ain't shit, dog. I see what y'all doing.
Hardcore, boy.
They did it with Meek Mill. Meek Mill endorsed Kamala. First thing they said, Diddy's boyfriend, Meek Mill. Like, y'all wildin', man. Stop.
Meek Mill can't even tweet. He can't even get on X and say anything.
he can't post nothing nowhere.
He got to just send a screenshot of a deleted X and send it to the bloggers, so they can tweet out what he said, what he want to say. Because boy, they
me got to start a Christian Mingle account.
Oh man,
anywhere else?
He had a fan base out there, didn't it?
Where?
In Africa.
Yeah, man, that boy.
Yeah, he probably do. Dreams and nightmares.
But his comments on IG, anywhere you go, Meek Mill post anything. I don't know why he keep posting. He the one that need to delete it, like social media. Everything he posts it just be to be talking about him. Did he having sex? I be like, yo,
everything,
no matter what he posts.
They be doing the same shit with Carisha too.
Yeah.
And she was dead in
hard. She tried hard to revamp
that. She's trying to separate herself far from the dude. You cooked. You was too deep in it. You brought cocaine back for him. You brought women back for him. You were deep in the mix. You like knowing the inner workings of his stuff, that all the stuff that's came out. Every girl, even J-Lo, was part of it.
Yeah, she cooked too.
Mm-hmm.
Like every girl he was with was the head mistress.
Every man he was with too. Ain't just girls. Rick Ross
Yeah,
cook.
true that.
It be Rick Ross comments too these days. You go to this IG, bro. They cooking everybody that was hanging out with Diddy, bro. Like
Man.
I used to watch like a lot of what Ross did. It tainted a lot of this stuff just taint how you view people because if you got any common sense, you could tell like you know what the shenanigans are. Like it's some
Man.
debauchery, degeneracy going on with these Hollywood widows, man. Straight up.
Yeah.
Your
Oh,
favorite
boy.
rapper is a weirdo. Mine was. I'm pretty sure yours is too. Your favorite rapper is a weirdo, man. Nine times out of 10, he busted wide open to get bigger record deals and positions and other
Golly.
like liquor deals.
Good gracious.
Yeah, that's what your favorite rapper did. He busted wide open. 9 times out of 10.
Mhm.
Who your favorite rapper, Nova? Let me see. Don't give me no comedian.
Who my
then.
favorite rap? Yeah, I was gonna say comedian. Nah, Pimp C.
Ah, that's convenient.
Yeah, you know that he capping. He capping right
I
now.
told you.
He
I
trying to
remember
find a
name
safe
my
one.
top 3.
Yeah, Pimp C was preaching on the men busting the wide open for deals before the Diddy list dropped. He doing that shit in the 90s.
They was like,
Pimp
cut
C-
the mic. Cut the mic.
Pimp C said, "You ain't never seen me and this man butt naked in no room. Me and this man ain't never seen each other butt naked in the room. We ain't busting no trains. All y'all is gay. If you in the room with another man, you're naked, you're gay." Shout out to Pimp C, man. Long live Pimp,
Real
man.
one.
A
Real one,
real
bro.
one.
He
He
was
got beat
before.
up by Master P and them, though.
Yeah, he got
I'm
taped
at
up.
the peanut in your
Juvenile.
Juvenile may have kissed baby. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't kiss baby.
Oh, that's why he got
I
kicked
don't
out of camp.
He
You
didn't
wouldn't
kiss
kiss
him. That's why.
Yeah, he walked in. His brother was kissing. I was like, oh damn, bro. Like,
You
golly.
seen the one? You seen the one clip with Manny Fresh? Stay. I forget what Manny Fresh said. Dang, I forget what he said, but it was super suspect, man.
Oh no. I did see the shit with
Let me find the clip.
with Lil Wayne trying to do a little concert. Everybody's talking about some man. Y'all owe Jay-Z an apology.
Apology.
Oh, Jay-Z apology for what?
His show is crazy.
For booking Kendrick. Cause you know how he got that.
Yeah.
It was clowning the show for
Oh,
Super
the
Bowl shit.
Louisiana.
Trey, who your favorite rapper, man? Let's see if he busted wide open. Let's do a little temperature check.
Oh, right now,
No.
J. Cole.
Yeah. Now that's why he fought Diddy, because Diddy was trying to get them cheeks.
Yeah.
So he swung on Diddy.
I fucks with
So
Cole,
he-
man. They say
he
he a
free
real
too.
dude too, man. When I was at Stretch. You remember Stretch? He was out in Fayetteville. He said, man, he actually come back home a lot and do a lot for the community. And there's no cameras, no nothing. He just be out there on the streets. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he too un-Hollywood to be getting bust wide open. So I don't think he part of the bust wide open community.
Man, they said Nas was on that shit.
Yeah, I can see it.
Man.
I can
Nas
see
let
it.
J. Cole down.
I'm looking at everybody that ever jumped out of van, Diddy dapped up and held. I'm looking at them different.
I'm
bro.
telling you.
Busta
I'm telling you.
Rhymes.
Oh no,
LL
Busta Rhymes
Cool J.
already. How many women you ever seen Busta Rhymes with?
0.
None. Damn.
But you know what's crazy, bro? My cousin
Think
told me
about
about
it.
Busta
Like
Rhymes
all
a
these
long
years,
time ago.
yeah, it's been some rumors that Busta Rhymes is he ain't trying to shut him down either. But I think he on that side of the fence, man, a little bit. And if that's your world, I'm not judging, so I don't want nobody coming at me crazy on and trying to cancel us. But yeah, I think he's
He a cream puff. Good gosh, man, I ain't know that. I can tell you DMX ain't on there.
Oh no, X ain't. But that
That's
ain't
why
my
they gave
favorite
him
rapper. My
credit.
favorite rapper is Jay-Z. Jay-Z might be.
Yeah, he in
might
there.
be.
Yeah,
he might be in there.
he in there. He'll bust down.
He on the list?
Rick Ross
He'll
is
bust
on my
down.
probably my top two. He's likely on the list too.
You think Jay-Z on the list for getting busted?
Yeah, he'll bust down.
He's either busting down or a bust down knee.
He both.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I don't want to get into no conspiracy theories, but I think the whole I think Hollywood is Hollywood. I think we've seen him with some witch doctors. We've seen him do Illuminati type things, and a lot of the rituals is around a lot of this, freak bullshit that's going on. So I don't think it's just conspiracy theories. I think he's in that world a little bit. I think most of them are. I think 95% of Hollywood's into all that debauchery and sacrificing and getting put in positions more than one way. You got to get in the first position to get the second position to be able to get the deals, et cetera, et cetera. They
But he
prop
always
you
looked
up.
at Diddy weird too, though. Every time he was around Diddy, it seemed like he looked at him like weird type, and like the pictures and the videos, like when they're around each other. I may be wrong.
I don't
He may
really
be a
know
bus,
that
he
bad,
may be
but
a buster downer.
I think the witch doctors and shit he's been seen with. I don't think he's just with them people for no reason. It's just coincidental. You know what I'm saying? Like he's had these people in music videos, like certified. Yeah,
Damn.
sacrificial witch doctor ass people. You feel me?
That's disgusting.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. They all
Damn, man.
gotta, face the same God we all gonna face, and deal with whatever evils and devils and whatever they put themselves up for. Like if they sold their soul, that's all we all gotta deal with it. Some
Y'all
people
think
sell their
Young
soul
Thug
for
on the list?
peanuts. Yeah, shit. The fuck gonna take him off the list? Boy wore a whole dress. Little Baby on it. Like, we know Little Baby on that joint, bro. We seen him at the Mike Rubin parties, dog. Like, we know what the vibes is with these guys,
He
bro.
spent the
Like,
night. He spent the night every
yes,
night.
it's
He go
goofy.
over.
It's real. Like, you look at these so-called tough shooters and gangsters in a different eye when you just like keep it just plain. It looks weird. A lot of men-on-men action going on around there. They get real drunk, goofy, close, intimate. Now every time I see Meek Mill in the pool, when Puffy saying, "You been putting in work, Daddy," I'm just like, bro, is he cooling his cheeks off in the pool? Like,
Yeah.
It looked like he hurting in the pool.
Yeah, you got to give that thing a break.
He said, "You did good, Daddy. You deserve it, Daddy. You deserve it, Daddy."
Yo, that shit's insane, man. Hey, we gotta get up out of here, man. We almost at 2 hours. I appreciate it catching back up with you boys, man. We'll see y'all next week. Definitely pull up. Y'all trying to go tomorrow? What's up with it? MAGA hat, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep. All right. I'm down with it, man. I got time. Football is over officially for the youngsters, so I got plenty of time, man. It's the Coach Uncut podcast. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. We out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.